Hello and welcome to SG Speechless. Today's video will be Casey Jones skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be combos for Casey Jones, which is one of the new TMNT skins that came out in the item shop today and can be found under the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tab and can be bought separately for 1,500 V-Bucks or with the Casey Jones bundle for 1,800 V-Bucks. If you decide to buy the Casey Jones bundle, you get the skin, his pickaxe, back bling, emote and also music instrument as well as you right here the guitar. If you buy them separately, you literally just get the skin with no back, it's basically just the base Casey Jones. If you ever would like to use my credit code for any cosmetics in any art shop, for example the Casey Jones skin, my credit code is SPEECH or Speech. If you decide to use it, feel free to let me know. So thank you personally. We did also get 3 villains, which is Bebop, Rocksteady and Krang's Android, which can be bought separately or with the actual bundle itself, the Turtles foes up if you'd like to. All combos will be shown off in-game at the end of the video. Make sure to keep a timestamp in the description and the comments down below as well. Casey Jones is part of TMNT Set introduced in this season. First combo just had to be TMNT related. Back bling is TMNT Pizza, part of TMNT Set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1, goes perfectly for the pizza theme. Pickaxe is Leo's Katana, also part of the TMNT Set. You can use any of the other Turtles pickaxes, work nicely as well, but I thought I'd use this one, definitely my favourite one to use with Casey Jones. Glider I decided to use for all combos is the Magnetic Steps Marvel Series Glider, part of the Magneto set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3's Back Pass. He was the secret skin from that season. You can also use the Salvage Shoot, Crossfire, Fortilla Fly, any of those would work nicely. Contrail for all combos, I wasn't sure what to use, so I thought I'd use Nitro Smog, part of the Hunt of the Leviathan set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3's Back Pass. You can use any other contrail you like to, could be blue themed, red themed, black themed, even white themed, or no contrail in general, so I know some players don't like to use them. Let's move on to the weapon wrap, which is also TMNT related. Ooze, part of the TMNT Set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1. Nice animated and reactive weapon wrap. This was part of the TMNT Cowabunga event pass in that season. It was on a premium tier. Let's move on to combo number 2 for Casey Jones now. Back bling is Boomstick, part of the Nobi Cabin Nightmare set, introduced in Chapter 3, Season 4. Works perfectly for the black and brown design. And this is one of Ash Williams' back blings. Pickaxe is Combat Knife, part of the Future War set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 5. Can also switch his pickaxe out for the Leon's Combat Knife, Slasher, or even one of the pickaxes currently in the art shop here. The Combat Machete would work nice as well if you want to keep it. If you want to keep it TMNT themed, you can also use a Combat Machete as a back bling and pickaxe combo if you'd like to as well. Let's move on to weapon wrap now, which is fully brown themed. Rogue Archaeology, part of the Indiana Jones set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 3's Back Pass. He was the secret skin for that season. As I mentioned, works nicely for the fully fully brown themed weapon wrap, I should say. Let's move on to combo number 3 now. Once again, use another TMNT themed back bling, which is Mikey's Board and Chucks, part of the TMNT Set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1. You can change this back bling up for the backboard and just use a fully blacked out style, basically skateboard back bling. One of the skateboard's back blings anyway. Pickaxe is Harley Hitter, DC Series Pickaxe, part of the Gotham City set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1. You can switch this pickaxe up for Steve's bat or even Lucille Negan's pickaxe, work nicely, anything baseball bat related, or you could also use a golf club like the driver would work nicely as well. Let's move on to the third weapon wrap now, which is Wastelander's Mark, part of, or doesn't have a set, but was introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3. Works nicely for the green, white and brown design. Pretty clean weapon wrap, works nicely with the Casey Jones skin. Let's move on to the fourth combo now for Casey Jones. Back bling is Legends Mod Kit, part of the Jones's Revenge set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1's Back Pass. We stick with the standard style Legends Mod Kit so we can keep the black, red and white design. Pickaxe is Driver, part of the T-Doff set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 8. As I did mention in the previous combo, can also use the Steve's Bat, Lucille Hardy Hitter for this combo. There is also another golf club that's like black and green. That one would work nice as well. I can't remember the name of it, but I thought I'd go for a golf club related pickaxe. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is black and red themed with a little bit orange. Conqueror's Charge, part of the Fortnite set, introduced in Chapter 6 Season 1. Works nicely for the reactivity and animated style, and just works nicely for the colour scheme. This was from the Season 2 OG pass, and it's a Night Conqueror's weapon wrap. Basically, when you shoot it, it's reactive, or animated when you shoot it. It basically has a little bit of fire coming out of the mouth and obviously the back of it as well, which is pretty cool. Let's move on to the 5th combo now. Thought I'd use another TMNT back bling, which is a Channel 6 news camera, part of the TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1, and is April O'Neil's back bling. Works nicely for the TMNT theme. Pickaxe is Steve's bat, part of the Stranger Things set, introduced in Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. Works nicely for the baseball bat design. As you can see right here, goes perfectly with Casey Jones. Let's move on to the red wrap now for this combo, which is Dogfight, part of the Royale set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 8. Works nicely for the green and brown design. This is how the wrap looks with the skin. Let's move on to the next combo now, which is combo number 6. Back bling is Slashed, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 5. This back bling can be bought in the actual item shop. I'm pretty sure it came with a actual bundle of 3 different backpack back blings, but either way, this works nicely for the green design. Pickaxe is Slasher, part of the Shape set, introduced in Chapter 4, Season 4, and is Michael Myers' pickaxe. Goes perfectly with the skin, in my personal opinion. As you see here, it looks pretty cool and sounds pretty cool when you do hit an opponent with it. Let's move on to the red wrap now for this combo, which is green and brown themed. Meowstermind, part of the Mecha Kitty set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 3's Bat Pass. Pretty sure, as I mentioned, works nicely for the green and brown design. Let's move on to the next combo now, combo number 7 for Casey Jones. Now, back bling is Trophy Sack, part of the Storm Scavenger set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season X's Bat Pass. Works nicely for the colour scheme. The actual backboard, as on about a skateboard, is this back bling right here, the backboard. Pickaxe is Raiders Revenge, part of the Storm Scavenger set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 1. Works nicely for the brown, black and red design. Let's move on to the red wrap now for this combo, which is Overseer, part of the Nitro Ignition set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 3's Bat Pass. Is a animated and reactive red wrap. Pretty clean looking, as you see here. Has a little bit of brown, orange and red. When you shoot it, it lights up a little bit with the actual nitro, as you can see right here. Pretty clean. Let's move on to the next combo now, combo number 8. This is another TMNT themed combo. Back bling is Hollowback, part of the Boundless set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 4. The sticker I'm using is the Ninja Wink, and this was from challenges you could do in Chapter 5, Season 1, I'm pretty sure. Basically Michelangelo winking. Pickaxe is Michelangelo's pickaxe, which is Mikey's nunchucks, part of the TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1. Works perfectly obviously with the back bling being Michelangelo, so the pickaxe is his pickaxe. Works nicely. Let's move on to the red wrap now for this combo, which is black and red themed. The Elite Sigil, part of the Elite set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 2, using it for the black and red design. If you don't have this, you can use any other weapon. It could be black and red theme, could be white and red, could be, for example, green would work nicely, or brown, anything like that would work nicely. Let's move on to combo number 9 now. We're using Backboard, part of the Hang Time set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 9. Stick with the default stuff with a fully blacked out design, based on a fully blacked out skateboard. Pickaxe is Taker's Shovel, part of the Undertaker set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 2. The Undertaker's pickaxe can also change it up. The Icebreaker would work nicely as well, or the pickaxe like a Grave Digger, which is basically like this standard actual shovel. If you have that one, that would work nicely as well. Let's move on to the 9th weapon wrap now. Black and silver themed Assassin, part of the John Wick set, introduced in Chapter 1, Season 9. This weapon wrap we bought in the item shop. Works nicely for the black of the actual back bling, also works nicely for silver of Undertaker's shovel. Let's move on to the final combo for Casey Jones. Now, thought I'd include another TMNT themed combo. Back bling is Leo Sire, part of TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1. Works nicely in this Leonardo's back bling. Works nicely for the actual brown and TMNT theme. Pickaxe is Raph's Sai, part of the TMNT set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 1. You can also, for example, have the Leo's Katana with the Leo Sire if you'd like to. Let's move on to the red wrap now. For this combo, wasn't sure what to use, so I thought I'd use a Raiden Lightning Bolt, Gaming Legends series web wrap, part of the Classic Combat set, introduced in Chapter 6, Season 2, and animated in a limb reactive web wrap. Using it for the black, blue, and the black and red once you do get eliminations. That's all the skin combos done for Casey Jones. Definitely my favourite TMNT skins came out in the item shop today. Obviously, you can also buy, as I mentioned, you can also buy the other skins, the actual 3 villains. All the actual TMNT skins leave the item shop on the 2nd of May, so you've got quite a while to decide whether or not you want any of the cosmetics. I also forgot to mention, you also did bring out the Turtle Band. You can also buy, if you do buy it in Fortnite, you'll be able to use it in Rocket League, for example. But if you ever do have any other Fortnite related videos, for example, skin, back bling, pickaxe, glider, slash umbrella, contrail, or red or anything other Fortnite related, always feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Always down to give something new a go. But anyways, that's pretty decent.